Hello friends, this is Low Rate Hitman. What I got today is a little Battlefield 3 gameplay. I'm going to tell you right off the jump, this is not my gameplay, this is my son's. Low Rate, you're stealing your son. No, I'm not stealing my son's stuff. I just wanted to put a different kind of video up on my channel. I've been doing Drop Zone for so long, I'm going to put this up here. It was a good gameplay, you know, and hell, I'll showcase his video. I don't give a damn, it don't bother me none. I will say though that it does make me feel good, you know, that my son, you know, I can, you know, he plays video games. You know, both my boys play video games. That's awesome. You know, my youngest boy, he's Search and Destroy. He plays that. I'm gonna do a video, let him do a video here pretty soon. He's pretty tough at it, man. He really is. This is a short video right here. It's really not that long, but I just want to say from the start, you know, I'm not making this video to offend anybody. You know, if this has happened in anybody's life or whatever, you know, it's not to be held at offense. It's just something I'm talking about, something that I'm sharing with you, and something that I don't understand, you know. And I just want to let you know, where I am in life right now. Mentally, I'm good. Spiritually, I'm good. When I mean spiritually, I don't mean religiously. I just mean I hold no animosity towards anybody. I don't have any hatred, you know, anything like that. Right now, I'm pretty peaceful, you know, and so what I'm talking about really isn't, you know, the fact that I'm upset about something. It's just something that's curious about. You know, I like to try and understand people and the reason why people do things. And I don't like to prejudge people. I don't like to judge people, but I like to kind of get a feel for why people do things. Now, if I get some dislikes or some hatreds or whatever, you know, I'm not trying to focus any negativity on anybody, you know, or anything like that. You know, I'm not referring to anybody in general. If I do, it will be within my story that I tell you, my question. So the question is why do fathers abandon their children? I know that's a deep question right there. You know, it might inflict, you know, some bad memories on some people, whatnot, you know, but hey, my father abandoned me as a kid. I mean, it's just part of life. It's part of society. It's something that, you know, it's not acceptable in life, you know, but people do it all the time, you know, and for some reasons they come to conclusions and they come to ease with themselves by making excuses as to why they do stuff like that, you know, and their family members and relatives, they'll make excuses for them as well, you know. It's a big vicious circle. It really is. Sometimes when people get married in life, it's understandable that it's not understandable, you know, but sometimes shit happens, man, and those two people do not get along. And we all know somebody that's divorced, going through a divorce, been through a divorce. You know, it's touched every family in America. You know, it's something that everybody's got common ground on. It's just something that a lot of people, they don't talk about. It's kind of taboo, you know. They talk about their hurts and their pains and everything, you know, that so-and-so brought them, you know, but a lot of times the abandonment part, you know, is not talked about too much, and there's a lot of excuses made about it. And what I mean is people get divorced, you know, of course there's custody, you know, any loving parents is going to push for that kind of thing. And in a lot of cases it works for the parents, you know, and the children. In some cases, sometimes it doesn't. But sometimes parents, you know, they just leave their kids. They give up, you know. Sometimes it's not even a divorce. Sometimes, you know, somebody's married and they just walk out on their family. It could be the male or the female, you know, and not even turn their back on that family ever again, you know. And if they eventually do, they make an excuse as to why, you know, this happened. I'm going to use my father as a good example of this. Him and my mom, they got divorced when I was like 4. And when they got divorced, I did not see him again until I was 13, 9 years later. I hadn't even heard from the man. Not even a happy birthday or Christmas, Merry Christmas, anything. And, you know, and he had custody rights to me, you know, and somewhat, you know, he could visit me and stuff like that. You know, custody wasn't denied, so there was no reason not to do that, you know. But he insisted on having it that way and doing it that way. And I've got stepbrothers, you know, he's done this twice in his life. He left 3 other kids before he met my mother, married her, and then left me. So he's done this to 2 different families, to 4 kids, just up and left them and not even speak to them again. You know, just turn his total back on them. You know, and the family, his family accepts it, you know, and they've come to terms with it as far as, you know, it's his reasons. You know, I don't understand how people can allow people like that around. That's not a good thing when you do something like that. You know, It's not a good thing at all. I mean, if somebody, I wouldn't want people around me that does that to their own kin, to their own people. Because if they do it to their own child, Lord knows they'll do it to you. I don't understand why people are not held accountable for these kind of actions. I mean, oh, they got to pay child support. Oh, they're on the run. Blah, blah. Man, that is not paying dues, man. Man, it's got to change, and I know it really does. But the main thing I don't understand, and this is the main thing I'm questioning, is what is a person thinking when they do this? How do they cope with what they've done? How can you be so cold-hearted as to do something like that, you know, and not have any remorse whatsoever? Because it's just not my dad. There's tons of fathers out there that are like that. There's mothers out there that are like that, you know. Like I said, everybody's in their own unique situation in life as far as their children goes and everything, and I'm sure everybody's loving parents, but everybody does know what I'm talking about right here. So my question to you, if you're watching this long, is how does one cope with doing such things like this? Hope that everybody has a good day, and thanks for stopping by and watching the video. I know it's not structured. Maybe I'll do a structured video on this subject and it might be a little bit better. Have a good day.